congratulations. Just your sort of first thoughts, feelings, emotions when you found out.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, it was obviously a bit of a shock. I woke up this morning with my phone going off the hook, so it was obviously a pleasant surprise. I didn't really expect much, but yeah, obviously I'm grateful for this opportunity. It's not something I thought would happen, but you know, it's pretty awesome. I'll try and see how much I can learn over there. But yeah, I think what's important is also, you know, just knowing what's ahead of me now and putting my best foot forward for Auckland first and focusing on that. But yeah, it's also an awesome opportunity.
How did you actually find out? Like you said, you wake up to a few messages, or did you get a phone call? Or?
Yeah, well, I went to bed because obviously the auction was running till quite early in the morning, and so I thought, I better go to sleep because I got training in the morning. And then I woke up at 5:30 to about 1 million different messages from family overseas that were able to watch it live, and so yeah, it was pretty cool to get that to wake up to. I thought they were pranking me to start off with, but no, it was pretty awesome. It was pretty special to get that message.
And to like when it came to actually kind of throwing your name in there, what was the sort of thought processes? Was it sort of like, you know, got nothing to lose, may as well see what happens, or? Yeah,
100%. I mean, it was a bit of a last minute decision. Obviously, I'm pretty happy that I went with it, but I had some good people around me that you know pushed me towards making that decision. I'm happy that I did, but yeah, I think I went into it with not expecting anything to get out of it, but yeah, now that it's here, I just think it's just going to be an opportunity to learn for me. Game time's obviously a different situation, but it's just an awesome environment to try and learn from the best. So
nice having a couple of other Kiwis at Mumbai as well.
Yeah, 100%. So I'll definitely be picking their brains as much as I can and trying to see what I can learn from some of the best in the world. So yeah, it's really exciting.
I know it's only just happened, but have you heard from anyone at Mumbai as to why they wanted you and the services they want from you?
Not exactly, not just yet. Haven't been in direct contact as anything regards to my role or anything. So I think I'll just go over there with an open mind and just try and absorb as much as I can.
When you started the season, if I was to tell you midway through you'd be an IPL player, you'd get picked up by an IPL team, you know, would you believe me?
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't. So yeah, like I said, it's surreal. It's an awesome surprise, and I'll take the opportunity, whatever I get, with both hands and just learn as much as I can. But yeah, I don't think I would have believed you if you told me that at the start.
You played a bit in Australia. How much did that help, I guess, your profile and helping you get to this stage?
Yeah, I guess there was a little bit of media around that tournament, and I happened to get some runs at the end, which was nice. I played with an awesome club and a good bunch of lads there that got around me. And I guess it was my first experience overseas, playing as an overseas player. So I guess that might help in a sense. There's a bit of familiarity going over there, but yeah, obviously it's a bit of a step above, but I'll do what I can.
As for your international aspirations, is the Black Caps something that you're striving for and you want to be a part of?
Yes, 100%. I mean, I think the Black Caps is a dream of mine since I was a young kid, so I think that's always going to be, you know, first and foremost on the radar for me, and that's what I always aspire to get to. So yeah, that's definitely going to be the first option.
I know you grew up here, but there's a long list of South African cricket players, or you know, people from South Africa, players from South Africa that have born over there but gone to represent New Zealand. Do you sound any of them out as to advice, or do you speak to them about it?
No, I haven't touched base with any of them on that matter just yet. Obviously, when you play against them, we're lucky enough we played against Conway and stuff in the Wellington fixture, and you know, you have good yarns to them and you try and find out what you can when you're playing with them. But yeah, I guess growing up here, it's nice to see them there. But yeah, you know, you always see yourself as a Kiwi, so yeah, I think that the opportunity is just to learn as much as I can.
Do you know Trent Boult and Mitchell Santner at all? Like, have you ever even played against them?
No, not against them personally. No, haven't spoken to them just yet. But it'll definitely be an interesting one when I get there. Hopefully, yeah, I'll just try and learn as much as I can. I think that's the biggest opportunity here. But just really thankful for obviously all the sacrifices other people have made to get me here, especially from the family and from friends. So yeah, I think it's just pretty surreal, but it's awesome to be there.
Can we just go back inside your bedroom this morning? Yeah, your phone wasn't on Do Not Disturb, it was actually ringing you as getting buzzed.
Well, it was actually, the ringer wasn't on, but it was buzzing, and I just woke up to the amount of buzzing that was going on, so I had to mute some notifications just so I could, you know, get a handle on what was going on. But yeah, it was a little bit overwhelming. But yeah, again, I think I'm just going back to focusing on what I can now. It's a few months away, and you know, just working with these Auckland boys and putting the yards in, and you know, we've got a game coming up, so putting best foot forward for that.
Do you remember what the first message you saw was? on your phone?
I think it was my cousin in South Africa texting me, "You've just been picked up by Mumbai Indians," and I didn't believe him.
And there's been some contact with your agent presumably this morning, overnight.
Yeah. There's been some contact there, so we'll see what the next the phase is. I haven't got too much information just yet. We've been at training most of the day, so I guess I'll have to get back onto that and see what's next.
Yeah, obviously you got Plunkett Shield coming up on Thursday, so you've been in there. It looked like you're having a pretty narrow focus on something.
Yeah, just trying to work on that technical side. I think having that strong base is just something that all cricketers need, and obviously, IPL is that T20 format, but I think the best way for me to perform there is if I have that strong technical base to start off with, and so we're just building on a couple of factors with that, and try to see if we can score some runs during the next game.
What's the reaction been from your teammates?
Yeah, the boys are pretty chuffed for me. It's an awesome bunch of lads. I think they got around me pretty well, and a lot of those messages were definitely from them as well. So that's just awesome to see. It's great to be a part of. But yeah, I guess everyone's focused though is just that next game against Canterbury.
And Mitch is a former Mumbai player. Has he got anything to sort of say to you?
Yes, Mitch. I mean, he's definitely one that's been mentoring me well, and I respect a lot of his opinions, and he's been shaping a little bit of what's been happening with my batting as of late, and I've been doing a couple of things with him. It's been awesome, and he's got an unbelievable amount of knowledge and experience, so it's really nice to be able to tap into that.
You just touched on the sacrifice that your family have made. Are you able to
just a bit of everything. I mean, them moving over here when I was smaller, younger, just a little bit better over here maybe sometimes, from what people would say, and then just everything that they've given the time to give up. I mean, it's not a very short game, is it? You got those tournaments, you got 6 hours every Saturday, and my dad wouldn't miss a game, and my mum would also try and make everything she could, and then I've also got a little sister at home, so they've all given up plenty of time and maybe aspirations they would have had themselves so that I could be here. So I feel very blessed and fortunate to be in that position.
What did mum and dad say when they found out?
Oh, they couldn't believe it. I think they were more shocked than I was. We were all in a bit of a mental state this morning. We just didn't know what was going on. I woke my dad up, and he was panicking, thinking that someone was breaking in. And I was like, no, I've just been picked up in the IPL. So that was a pretty good laugh this morning. So no, it was awesome.
Have you been to India before? Do you know much about Mumbai?
No, I haven't been there personally. My dad's been there a few times back in the day, but yeah, I think it's just going to be an absolutely surreal experience, and yeah, I just can't wait to get there.
How old were you when your family made the move over from South Africa?
Around about 3, yeah. So done all my schooling and everything here, growing up in Auckland. So yeah, I think that's the right timeline. So
how did you end up in Canterbury last year?
So I went there on a Lincoln Sports Scholarship for cricket. So I went there to study, and so I finished my degree in November this year, but I moved up just on the back end and was doing it online when I signed on to be with Auckland.
Do you take a bit of time to celebrate tonight, or have a cold one or something like that?
I mean, I guess it's still pretty fresh. It hasn't really hit me yet. I'm sure that it will, but I think the time's probably better spent, focusing on this next game. So I think that's what I'll be doing first. But yeah, it's always gonna be nice to celebrate with the family. Whatever that is, I'm sure we'll figure something out. But
tell us when the cameras are off.
Yeah, nah, it'll all be pretty tame, I'm sure.